Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Starcraft 2, Legacy of the Void. I'm Serious JG. Chugging water in victory. As we celebrate Steps of the Right. We weren't supposed to have access to Tempests. However, I don't know that they really made that big of a difference. It's hard to say. I didn't really sit down and compare their stats during the battle. They are certainly tougher to kill than Void Rays. They got more shields, they got more hit points, they got more range. I don't know that their damage output is actually higher. Because they fire less frequently. Like, Void Rays just have, like, a DPS. They fire a ray that just inflicts damage every second, and the damage per second goes up as it's on. Whereas Tempests are siege breakers. And I'm really kind of tempted to use Tempest again in this next fight. Although, I think carriers are the smarter call. Let's see if Alarak has anything to say about it, because he won't.
Malash has proven himself to be a dangerous leader.
He's not willing to give up power through a peaceful transfer.
Sweetest of ecstasy.
Okay, that's weird, dude.
This right.
Countless. He ascended the chain with brutal wrath, plowing through all who opposed him.
I guess that's how it works for you guys, though.
The Dark God. They called him the Blade of Amon.
And still he was challenged?
It is our way. He defeated each with lingering cruelty.
He's
Malash
weird.
revels in bringing his
It is the
children
greatest
to
ecstasy.
death and tormenting them for a time after.
That does not comfort me, Alarak.
Well, it's not meant to.
Comfort is a myth, given to younglings until they are ready for the trials and pain that is true existence.
Then it's not a myth, it exists
Believe me,
for
it
younglings.
is time to make preparation.
It's not like hope is a myth. Or, comfort's not a myth, it's a thing.
I will make the Tal'Darim our allies, not Amon's.
Yeah, that's great, whatever. So it's Alarak, I guess. Curious what we have unlocked
Assault
now.
ships are now ready for your inspection.
Oh, but
The Tal'Darim motherships have warped in to strengthen
Wow.
our fleet. I must admit, they are quite impressive.
okay. So, we got carriers. They heal other mechanical units, which is really nice. You have the Tempest. Heavy damage from long range. Disintegration deals damage over time. 500 damage over 20 seconds to target. I was trying to use that, and I wasn't getting it off as much as I'd like. The motherships, though.
We are the soul of strength.
Only one mothership can be active at once. That's the downside. Although, honestly, that means it's not going to be this constant resource drain. I love pairing up motherships with Void Rays. So only one mothership can be active at once. Black hole traps and stuns enemy units. Thermal lance damages enemy units in a line. Blink teleports the mothership to a nearby location. The Death Fleet's mothership are redesigned for total annihilation. Each one is a throne from which a Tal'Darim fleet lord oversees the ruin of their foes. I think I want to use this. On normal difficulty playing through last year, just for fun, I used this on the final mission. We have 3 allies we're protecting. I just dropped a mothership over the weakest of the 3 allies, and it remained standing the whole fight. But that's normal difficulty. But yeah, I think I want to use a mothership. They're expensive, but again, you don't have to mass produce them. You just need to get one out, and I know exactly where it's going to be parked. But now we've got Void Rays and Destroyers. The Void Rays is a focused siege assault ship of the Nerazim. Deals increasing damage for a longer range as it continues to attack. Deals bonus damage to armored units. By studying the Spear of Adun, Karax has devised a way to enhance the range of her Void Rays. New solar lenses allow Void range beams to remain focused at longer distances as output from the prismatic core increases. And then there's the Tal'Darim Destroyer.
Destruction is at hand.
Deals damage to additional targets as it continues to attack. Deals damage to bonus units. Deals bonus damage to units, armor units, excuse me. Void Rays stolen from and modified by the Tal'Darim Destroyers do not possess a prismatic core. Instead, they make use of resonating blood shard crystals to create an unstable beam that arcs from one target to another. These look awesome. It sounds awesome. I love to use these when playing through on normal. And then I basically found out that they're garbage. They're not garbage. They're just shitty Void Rays. Because the thing is, right, they look cool, right, with the little open face thing and shooting these, like, it looks really cool, but the bounce damage is minimal. They're doing less damage than a Void Ray to their principal target, but everything that the beam bounces to takes like 1 damage per second. It's like the lowest possible DPS. So they seem really cool, but we're going to stay with Void Rays. Mothership I'll go with. I don't think we can't build everything, so I'm thinking for this mission, I like the idea of motherships and Void Rays. It's our primary. Might have some Vanguards. Dark Archon, Mind Control, they can be fun, but I'm just not good at the micro.
This chain of ascension is a despicable practice.
Well, I mean, they don't just practice it, they practice what they actually do it.
There is no comparison.
Yeah, shut up.
Our society was not founded upon...
Their culture is one unyielding hierarchy, servant to master.
Why is he berating her and sticking up for these assholes?
But they have been lied to, matriarch.
And how could this change if it is all they have ever known?
Very
Our
gradually.
people once only knew hatred of one another, suspicion.
Yes.
But even now, you're just like talking shit about the Shadow Walk, you liar asshole.
Ours as cruel. It is the same with the Tal'Darim, with the destruction of Amon and the revelation of his betrayal. I expect their entire society to seek out who they truly
We will
are
win their hearts and
the way
minds
they
until
wish
they
to be.
become copies of us.
How unfortunate that most of the Tal'Darim are blind to their faith.
How unfortunate, this simplifies everything.
Artanis, it is good to see you.
Good to see you, bruh. Oh, he doesn't actually have a conversation, he just really wants to tell us it's happy as he is.
What will happen to Alarak if he fails? I am merely curious.
What possible source of void energy is emanating from
Karax, the Keystone. It's
Keystone Light.
to void energies upon the planet's surface, most likely? I've seen this before on Ulnar.
Pretty cool, huh?
This Terrazine must be directly linked to the void.
The Tal'Darim call it the breath of creation. They believe imbibing it allows them to speak directly to Amon.
They call it Natty Light.
Far-fetched claim. Yet I cannot deny its
Well, there's
plausibility.
Keystone Light references
The
I could be
substance's
making, but
properties appear to be foreign to our universe.
sure.
Perhaps this is why it is so holy to them. They
Wholly
seek out
devoid of
planets
any
rich in
taste,
Terrazine
Keystone Light
and turn them
sucks.
into temples to their god.
Our coming here may be a blessing to us.
Well, I hope so. The plot made us come.
Like it does with void energy, I may be able to use it to stress the artifact. Determine its
Don't
limits.
break the
Perhaps
Dalnog
fate has
artifact,
not
man.
abandoned us completely. We must have faith.
Yeah, please do not be stress testing the plot MacGuffin that's going to save the
Powerful
universe.
measures that eclipse even the Queen of Blades. There is no room for uncertainty.
Yeah, whatever. You can beat the Queen of Blades. You just need you need she has like a maximum damage she can take from a single hit, so you have to fight her using a high quantity of low damage hits. Like Marines are better against her than siege tanks, you know, that kind of tactic. We got a little bit more Solar Burnite. Warp harmonization did not excite me as I thought it would. It did speed up the rate at which we built that fleet, no doubt. But we could get Time Stop instead of Purifier Beam, although Purifier Beam is still really good. But Time Stop would be like perfect before launching an attack into their last big base that they've got. You get Solar Lance and Purifier Beam both. The issue is we've got only 20 points here. I really do have to choose one of these. So I'm not that interested in Temporal Field. Well, hold on. This freezes everything for 20 seconds. This freezes... Oh, 0 energy cost. Oh, no wonder. These are just cooldown. There's no energy cost. I didn't realize that. I kept being maxed on energy. Um. Hmm. Okay, so I gotta be using this all the time. Cooldown 60, cooldown 60. These all have cooldown 60. Yeah, so I gotta be using Orbital Strike all the time. It doesn't do that much, though. Or... Nah, I think I prefer this. Okay. Whatever, let's go. Again, just in case I find our setup completely untenable.
The darkness within calls for the blood of Malash. Now is the hour of my ascendance. Let Rak'shir commence!
Suppose I should pick a mission to show off orbital bombardment, but... and time stop. I don't know. I was struggling a bit on this one. I do want to... Tal'Darim High Lord sighted, Death Fleet active. Destroy the Nexuses, support with 25 units or more. Do I feel like throwing 100 Solar Bonite into being able to use orbital bombardment, thinking the missions are only going to get harder from here, and it's one of the least useful one, even if it looks really cool. Probably actually do want to consider that. This should be much easier now with the extra Solar Bonite that I've got and the different unit options. Alright, I'm going to try it. I'm going to... because I do want to show these off. Nobody's watching this series. Why am I worried about it? If we take Solar Lance down to Orbital Strike... No, that's still not going to do it. I'd have to get rid of something over here. I have to get Mass Recall. And the units become invulnerable for 5 seconds when taking fatal damage. Get rid of the construction beam. That's what's making these... I need that because I don't have the carriers with repair. So I get rid of shield overcharge. And if I get rid of orbital assimilators. Ah, I'm so freaking close. Alright, we'll do temporal lance, temporal field, solar bombardment. I'll have to actually remember to use temporal field periodically, though. Okay. I need to use solar bombardment every time it's allowed. Because I'm specifically setting it up to use it here just because I thought it would be fun to show off. And I've spent way more time getting ready to go on this mission than I intended to. In order to reach bonus objectives, you may have to divide your forces, but some of those who join forces are the same crosses. But anyway, it's going to be primarily Void Rays this time. Not that shocking.
The rite
But I
of
want a
Rak'shir
mothership
has
too.
begun. From this moment, only Alarak and Malash are allowed to engage each other in combat directly. One must overpower the other and reach the pit of sacrifice. There, the victor will stand as the new leader of the Tal'Darim, and the loser's life will be forfeit.
They appear quite evenly matched.
It should be a good show. Place your bets now, folks.
Rak'shir allows the champion's supplicants to support them psionically.
What I've learned from the wiki.
Our warriors will be able to aid Alarak. But likewise, the Tal'Darim can assist Malash.
I will ready our forces. Malash will fight ruthlessly to hold on to his power. We must be prepared to do the same.
Okay.
The Tal'Darim will send warriors to aid Malash shortly. We should ensure Alarak has sufficient reinforcements.
Malash is drawing power from the Tal'Darim. Alarak will need the support of our warriors.
Understood.
Yes, your psionic power courses through me. Move forward, slaves. Kill all who aid Malash.
Yeah, he really shouldn't be calling us
Well to
slaves.
remember that I command these warriors, Alarak.
I mean
not
slaves.
you.
Okay, it's going to be a matter of getting off the ground here. Because I think I can get some good... I can get some defenses going, like some towers and stuff to stop. This is the point where we lose if he's pushed back beyond. That's a good strategy. It's one I even read about, because after I lost this a couple of times, I did try to read up. But it's also generally, you wouldn't want to do a lot of static stuff, because usually that means that you're losing. So we might be better off just ignoring that and going straight to... I think I'll try not to do that at first. Oh, fudge. Supply blocked, and we don't even have any new military yet. Because we're going to need a lot of military to clear this one eventually. This one gets ugly.
Glorious combat is upon us. Yes, Executor.
Okay. So I want economy as fast as possible. And that wasn't perfectly used because... But I mean, that could have gone a bit better, but it could have gone a whole lot worse too.
You have not enough minerals.
I have met the enemy.
I lost a unit. I didn't want to do that. Oh, because she's not... You're forgetting that... Okay, you know what? I hate to do this, but... I am going to actually return to the Spirit of Adun, because I just remembered something that I've been meaning to do for a while. Apologies for this. Back to Dragoons instead of the Adepts, because I never use their active ability. Dragoons are mechanical. They will benefit from... I mean, I can only have 3 being healed at a time, but they will be benefited by the repair beam. Because it's weird. Adepts are biological even though they're with the purifiers. But, Yep, I now got almost everything is robotic, and everything I intend to build is robotic. No, because I just realized, yeah, that wasn't, I wasn't doing it right. I should have had Dragoons. Dragoons will be better for this mission when I'm using the Purifier, and I'm not actually using the Adept's, special ability. Now, if you use them correctly, and like you use that thing they do where if it touches enemies, they take bonus damage, there are tactics with that you can be really, really effective, but...
We are at full power.
I kind of know I'm not there.
The Tal'Darim will send warriors to aid Malash shortly. We should ensure Alarak has sufficient reinforcements.
Malash is drawing power from the Tal'Darim. Alarak will need the support of our warriors.
Yes, your psionic power courses through me. Move forward, slaves. Kill all who aid Malash.
You would do well to remember that I command these warriors.
I command these warrior slaves. Turn. Probably don't need this many guys. I'm trying to get better at economy. Probably don't even need 2 guys on gas yet, but...
You have not enough minerals.
I'll put them back on it later. I want to be at a place where once I've got 75 energy and I'm using the Chrono Surge, I can just pump out more. I don't want to waste any of the Chrono Surge not producing probes, you know?
Engaging foe.
I didn't quite make it. I got closer than I have been. Okay. Thanks to the fact that they were engaging foe using yeah, they're all okay and healed now because they all benefited from Reconstruction Beam. All right.
Engaging foe.
Okay, I need to start building other things. Let's get Forge. We already have a cybernetics core.
Hierarch, I don't understand how this is possible, but my scanners are detecting high solarite concentrations in the native beasts here.
Nyla Rose, the native beast?
However, I think it best if we don't inform Alarak of this little diversion.
Understood, Hierarch.
I think I need to have something other than Void Rays going here, so...
We face the enemy.
Okay. You get back to work. How are you guys doing? Okay, you will heal over time. I need to be trying to take advantage of orbital bombardment. I didn't need to let it destroy one of my troops. That was stupid of me.
The Tal'Darim attack force is inbound on our nexus point.
Brothers, attack the firstborn directly.
Okay, this has gone exceptionally poorly.
Hierarch, I am sensing hybrid. They come to aid Malash.
Amon's harbingers, join our struggle. Fight well, warriors, and you will also ascend into hybrid.
Need a fleet beacon.
Oh, you lie with such conviction. It is almost admirable.
Okay, don't have enough gas. I'm generally just fucking up here. Because I allowed a bunch of my forces to get wiped
My
out.
vengeance will not be delayed. Send me your
I
warriors.
was trying to,
Your death will be quick, Alarak. I have already wasted too much time on your heresy.
Yeah, I'm fouling this up here. I'm really fouling this up. No, hard difficulty. I saw that I had an orbital strike saved to use it. I should have saved for first. I'm making a mess of this. I've actually did better at this off screen when I didn't have all this stuff. Now I think maybe I'm overthinking the mission. But no, I think we've got the right army composition, which is mechanical stuff which will be aided by the repair beam.
It shall be done.
The Tal'Darim will send warriors to aid Malash shortly. We should ensure Alarak has sufficient reinforcements.
Malash is drawing power from the Tal'Darim. Alarak will need the support of our warriors.
You have not enough minerals.
Okay. And I'm going to avoid putting anyone on gas until after I've got a full economy going. Having some towers to defend the base is just kind of a thing you're going to need, whether I want to admit it or not. Okay. Letting it build, letting it build. All right. Having that Vespene geyser ready to go wasn't necessary and slightly inefficient, but
Engaging foe.
need more pylons now. Okay.
Engaging foe.
Didn't quite pull him out in time. I was trying, though. Didn't pull him out in time either. Yikes. Alright, well, let's get some nice tanky zealots.
I don't understand how this is possible, but my scanners are detecting high solarite concentrations in the native beasts here.
We ought to pursue them. However, I think it best if we don't inform Alarak of this little diversion.
I'm allowing myself to get distracted. I'm building a... I'm not going for the pure air build that I thought I would be doing. Thing is, it's going to take a lot of time to get
This warrior awakens.
Sorry, I'm not making sense here. What I'm trying to get at is that
Upgrade complete.
Yes, your psionic power courses through me. Move forward, slaves. Kill all who aid Malash.
You would do well to remember that I command these warriors, Alarak, not you. A Tal'Darim attack force is inbound on our nexus point.
Brothers, attack the Firstborn directly.
Base is under attack.
This warrior awakens.
Higher. I am sensing hybrid. They come to aid Malash.
Amon's harbingers, join our struggle. Fight well,
Okay.
warriors, and you will also ascend into hybrid. Oh, you lie with such conviction. It is almost admirable.
Hey guys, sorry, I am making such a mess of this. I was running out of disk space on the hard drive. I just had to, like, pause the recording and recover that. I'm gonna throw down a save. I'm not in a great position, but I feel like I keep restarting, and it's getting to be silly. But what happened there was, we were being attacked by hybrid, and I threw in, I pulled in guys to, basically to make sure that we, I pulled down the orbital strike just to kill the hybrid that we're attacking. And that kind of thing can be useful. But I'm trying to work my way towards having air, so I don't want to be doing a ton of that. And we need a fleet beacon for the thing what I really want to get going. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm, other than warping and zealots, there's not that much I can afford to do if I want to build up towards air.
Upgrade complete.
It's going to take a while to get the gas I need for what I want to do next. Although if I just sit and let it build for a while, it won't take forever.
Phase crystals charged. This warrior upgrade complete.
And a thing I can do is, I've mentioned this, it's useful for warping purposes anyway. Oh no, that's not what I want. I want You guys don't need to be charging ahead, but I guess you're dead now anyway. No, you're not. Back off. Get back here.
I sense more hybrid approaching. Be ready.
Phase crystals charged.
This isn't really going that great, is it?
This warrior awakens.
Okay, you get back to work. So I think that actually worked out fairly well.
I have returned. This warrior awakens. Zaknaku Akbar. Upgrade complete. Phase crystal. Channel the light of life. This vessel
Okay. Yeah, they're starting to throw carriers and stuff at us already. That's part of the issue here. I'm getting pretty close to something I want to be able to do, which is build a mothership
The Tal'Darim are moving against us.
and have
from
it
the upper
park.
pathway. Prepare our defenses.
Tal'Darim, slaughter the firstborn, and your ascension will be assured.
We all need to... They said the upper pathway? I don't know exactly what they mean by that, for sure, but... That's what they mean by it.
Hierarch, a hybrid dominator has appeared. It is on its way to Malash.
Commencing. vengeance will not be delayed. Send me your warriors.
Want that ship. Okay.
Victory has come.
Orbital bombardment, take care of you. And the mothership is on the way. It throws down a cloaking field for everything else as black hole, thermal lance. Okay, now we're talking. Getting shields level 3. I need to start getting some more, if I want to support with Void Rays, I need to get going with this. Because, Zealots are of limited usefulness.
This warrior awakens.
But the mothership should allow us to be pretty powerful. Didn't need it.
You must place that in a power field. Base is under attack.
This warrior awakens.
Trying to win this without pulling anything back, you see. I've used up all of its energy here. Let's get out of here.
Be wary, Artanis.
Let's get out of here. Might have bitten off more than we could chew there. And it might be time to get that fleet of Void Rays that I've been talking about, that I've dreamed about for all these years. Also need to get some defenses coming up here for a rainy day. Just enough to hold things in place, but I messed up.
My vengeance will not be delayed. Send me your warriors.
Commencing bloodshed.
Oh boy.
This warrior awakens.
Okay, well I got rid of the guy that was causing most of the problems there.
I will not suffer fools.
Alright. So what we've done now is we've taken out kind of this side base here. And we need to get ourselves a new base going over here. Come on! So yeah, there's a lot going on in this mission. I'm surprised we got we didn't do very well there. We managed to lose a void ray in that, and I'm not happy about it, but it happened. We're not getting gas fast enough to keep a non-stop
Hierarch, hybrid with great power are on their way to Malash.
set of dudes coming. Okay, when when those dudes get here, okay. We're not taking full advantage of the cannons. They're basically just stopping us from getting wiped out. Be fighting a little closer to them to get more use out of them. Okay, and meanwhile we should be... Even if I don't get a full-fledged base going, I need to get these going because I got auto extractors.
Commencing bloodshed.
Our pylon is under attack.
Ah, damn it. Okay, so they're trying to take out my new expansion instantly.
We face the enemy. Upgrade complete.
I shall indulge.
I don't feel like I'm doing any better than I was doing off screen with this, though. That's what's been frustrating to me. Like, this massive amount of destructive force here at all times. I don't know what I'm doing wrong that I should be killing faster than I am. Unless I split between too many things here.
I sense more hybrid approaching. Be ready.
Fealty.
I want to have workers for those things. I don't have auto extractor. I got confused. I mean, look at the amount of shit that they're throwing at me here. Holy fuck! Okay, well this is a, this is an attack wave that got... cut off. These guys were supposed to be going up to attack my base, so... Yeah, I'm getting to the point now where I've got... I need to take over this base. I don't...
We face the enemy. Mineral field depleted.
So I don't have enough actions per second here. I've got unspent resources. Minerals, at least. Oh, Lord knows when I'm going to actually go after,
Commencing bloodshed. A hybrid behemoth. Be wary, Artanis.
Yeah, having a hard time here.
I will not suffer.
Prismatic core online.
Because I'm not having an easy time figuring out my spots here. Oh no, not that one. I want this one.
We face the enemy.
Basically did that to get one free, oh jeez, lost a Void Ray there. Ah. Okay, these jerks got pulled into these cannons, so maybe they can get wiped out.
We face the enemy.
I'm supposed to be trying to press forward. Ugh.
I will not for fools. They shall die most painfully.
We face the enemy.
Really hoping those both of these pylons would be destroyed, but
We are in agreement. This time.
it's actually just fine for Alarak not to push forward that fast. But these attacks just keep getting crazier and crazier, and I need to be able to actually build up a force that can go take the optional objectives. And that's never happening at this rate.
Hybrid with great power are on their way to Malash.
Bring your forces to me, Artanis. I need their power.
Impress me.
So I'm just going to keep running out of Vespene. I'm never going to get this fleet going. Oh god, this is so obnoxious.
I shall indulge.
Our pylon is under attack.
Oh, you're trapped, okay.
Send me your warriors. Now is not the time for prudence.
This is, I mean, it's, I don't know how much more I can be doing here. The only thing I can think of is to try going after these bonus objectives just on my own here. Letting the Death Fleet move towards the bonus objectives. So that I can try to finish it.
Base is under attack.
We are in agreement. I sense more hybrid approaching. Be ready.
Well done, warriors. The first beast has been slain.
We meet the enemy.
Face the enemy.
It's probably overkill to use that there, but
Base is under attack.
locking on to the beast's coordinates, warping it aboard.
I will.
At least this means we've only got one left. Didn't need to get involved fighting all these guys, but
I will not suffer fools.
We face the enemy.
actually, you know what?
Our pylon is under attack.
Let's bring you guys back here anyway.
Fealty unto the High Lord. This had better be worthwhile.
How many kills has this thing got? 184 kills. A lot of death happening here. They've taken out all my cannons too. Void Rays might just be too expensive.
This warrior awakens.
The Void Rays are the things that tend to be surviving, though. Because eventually I just need to push forward, and that's...
This warrior awakens.
I'm going to throw in a save. What I want to try and do, actually, is grab all the Void Rays, but only the Void Rays, and send them on a run after this objective. And try to avoid getting involved in combat with anyone else on the way.
A hybrid behemoth. Be wary, Artanis.
Rak'shir. Calibrating void lane. We embrace the glory of battle.
Fealty unto the High Lord.
This warrior awakens.
There we go. Kill this, then get back to base. That means I've got all of the...
Now I have all of them. My preliminary scans indicate that the Solarite deposits are a byproduct of the beast's unusual digestive system.
Are you saying that they're... Wait. Never mind.
What are you saying?
No. Base is under attack.
You presume to speak.
Prismatic core online.
No one stands
Okay. I've actually got all the damn side objectives. This mission, I guess I'm just not good at it. I guess that's really all there is to it. I'm just not good at this mission. Not everyone is going to be good at every mission. Maybe the mothership was a mistake. Or maybe it's time to just push on as this death wave and not brook any more delay.
You require more Vespene gas.
I have returned. This warrior awakens.
I think it's fair to use it to break through this line.
Our confrontation draws to a close, Malash. Soon everyone will know the depth of your treachery.
Hierarch, hybrid with great power are on their way to Malash.
This is finally gonna do it, though. You never really rest in this mission, do you?
Master is already won.
The real issue with this mission is that you don't actually...
You're right about one thing, Malash. I will lead them.
You don't actually... Because you might think, hey, JG, why aren't you attacking their side bases? These big, massive kill waves of units are not actually being produced through normal means. 250 kills for the mothership, by the way, not bad. But no, they're not producing units in the normal way. Like these waves, with even the ones without hybrids, just the masses of carriers and colossi, they just appear. You can wipe out all the production structures and they will still be there. So I am willing to base trade with them because the thing is to get him all the way over the edge here, and it's about to happen. We just won. Okay. Oof.
This is Sparta.
Tal'Darim, by the right of Rak'shir, I am your High Lord. Listen and obey.
Oakley dokley.
Malash promised you life.
And they just
There is
gradually approach these dragoons and floating Templars and shit.
will never be a
Or
way to
Stalkers, excuse
become
me.
hybrid. Amon betrayed us, and for this, he must die.
Yeah, we all apparently knew that, but we're waiting for you to say it. So I made a mess of this mission. I should have done it much faster. I was trying to showcase, like, oh, hey, here's the... For one thing, I think I really should have found a way to get enough solar benite to get automated extractors, because I was constantly felt Vespene gas starved, because I wanted to go with Void Rays and Mothership as my composition. Now, Void ships cost motherships cost 1,000 gas. That's still cheaper than having a fleet of carriers, but at 150 gas apiece, Void Rays, I just couldn't afford to be losing them, and I was losing them. Malash escort units killed 711, enemy units killed 896, units lost 86. So that seems good, but damn. Like, they just keep throwing infinite waves of stuff at you. Enemy Nexus is destroyed 0. There's 4 Nexuses on the map, but this is the thing. I think maybe some of the units that attack your base are coming from those 4 Tal'Darim bases on the map. But the units that are actually costing you the mission by moving Malash forward and killing Alarak, they just spontaneously spawn, and it gets worse and worse and worse. And I remember hearing about this in different challenge runs. Eventually, you just run out of resources on the map. We had fully mined out our initial base, and we're working on mining out a second base. And there's 2 more places on the map that you can't expand to, but like it's ridiculous. You're under constant pressure. So I'm glad I was able to do it. I feel like I should have just, because what you have to do is just split your forces. You have to make a break for those 3 bonus objectives to get them. And if you're not even worried about them at all, it could be much easier. But ultimately, like, yeah, I had a mothership, which is the strongest single unit in the game that you can have, with various units that it was supporting. I never lost it, but damn, I thought I was going to a couple of times. I had to pull it back a couple of times. It was fully upgraded and still got into trouble several times. That was just a really nasty force you fight on this mission. So going forward, I don't know if the mothership is really the answer, but I'm glad I got to use it there. I don't know that the other capital ships would have done me any better. Longest forward push 24 seconds. Like, I definitely reached a point where I'm like, I could have been pushing forward, but rather than pushing forward, I played for time to try to get established because I wanted to be able to break out and grab those bonus objectives. And I probably just needed to get weaker forces to grab the bonus objectives. You have to be microing and paying attention. If you send Void Rays out to attack those things and get the special... Because, I didn't even have time. I was concentrating too much on the mission. There was jokey dialogue about these natural creatures of the planet eating solarite. And let's not tell Ali Alcazal, or whatever his name is, Alarak, that we're actually out there hunting monsters. There's dialogue I could have been making fun of and quipping about, but I was just too focused. But no, I probably needed... Void Rays are the way to go, because those things do fight back, and they can freeze your units, and they can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. But the main problem is that if you just move towards them, you're going to get pulled into fights with the Tal'Darim, which is bad. And it was only on that 3rd one that I finally had the sense of, like, okay, don't just go straight to it. Go back to the southern end of our base and then go through a path that's fairly clear. And I don't know, we got it done. This is, as you saw, that was just a non-stop murder fest. We killed almost 1,000 units, 250 of whom were killed by the mothership unit that I built as soon as I practically had the ability to do so. I saved a chrono boost just to get it out, because even once you've saved the resources for it takes forever to build. And we made great use of it, but if I had not pulled it back a few times, it definitely would have died. It definitely would have been overwhelmed by those waves that were being thrown. So we can destroy 3. I think maybe there's only 3, but I thought there was more nexuses. But on hard difficulty, I wasn't going to be worried about that. But zealots are just getting eaten. There's like some kind of area of effect thing that those hybrids were doing or something, because zealots were just getting... I was throwing them in there because they don't cost any Vespene, but yeah, they were just... It was a meat grinder, and they're not even biological units. What's up, mask guy? Or helmet guy, I guess.
Alarak, the Tal'Darim have yielded to my authority, and the Death Fleet is now under my command. I will use them
hello to you too.
to avenge Amon's betrayal.
Cool.
Do your people believe in this cause, as you do?
You don't get Alarak, do you?
It is of little consequence. What matters is that they obey.
You choose to rule differently than I, Alarak.
You think?
We may not only end the violence between our kind, but forge a powerful alliance.
Can we now? My people are vastly different than yours, Hierarch.
We both desire vengeance, and we are both Protoss. Is that not enough?
You really don't get Alarak.
Submit to my absolute authority, and we may indeed unite our forces.
He's just making fun of him, of course, but...
Test me, Tal'Darim. Amon is a mighty foe. Your people cannot hope to stand alone against him. You will side with me, and together we will send him back to the abyss.
Oh, so you do understand my culture after all. Let us say that for now, we have struck another bargain.
Bargain. Yeah, there's definitely a sense, because this game is like 10 years old, or more than 10 years old now. It's like 15 years old. I always think of it as being a new game because the original Starcraft was so... had such warm feelings about it long ago. Sorry.
You strive to maintain this flawed existence, but you will not stop me.
Yes, but I will wound you, as we've just established.
I have destroyed your Terran army, eradicated your hybrid facility,
With
and
Eradicane.
turned your servants to my side.
You suck.
All that is left is your destruction.
Impudence, back.
What did you just call me? I'm not Hispanic. Oh, Spec, I'm sorry.
Place of the salvation I bring. You will come to Ire and die.
Mexican. I thought of one or two things to say that were slurs against Mexicans, and then thought, wait, don't do that.
He is gone.
I was joking that
He is so arrogant.
he's even more arrogant than the
Looked
Renegade.
into me, so I have looked into him.
And I found him wanting, especially in the penis
Almost
department.
complete. And now he waits for us to return. He plans to bring the Great Fleet down upon us.
Yeah, but
There is a way around this.
we've already killed like 1 billion carriers in the last mission.
The sacred psi matrix that powers Ire, or we are all doomed.
If he intends to use the Golden Armada to stop us from destroying his body, then you are right. Destroying the psi matrix is essential. It seems this connection of yours has proved worthwhile. But it is time to free yourself from Amon.
I don't want to free myself from
Sever
Amon.
yourself from the Kala.
I would relinquish all that I know.
It is
Yeah,
the
but not all that I
only
know.
way. Unshackle yourself from the past, Rohana, and step into this new age.
But the thing that's floating behind my head... Alright, everyone's got to be exactly like Artanis. Oh, Alarak has a society based on violence and slavery. But you've got to drop that for Artanis. I guess maybe he probably should drop that. Yeah, this is all about Artanis telling everyone who and what to be.
It's time for retribution. We will set a course for Ire.
I guess there's no blood floating through those nerve cords. I'm not supposed to they're nerve. If they're purely nerve cords, would there be blood floating? I don't know. Okay, let's talk to Alarak. New
Have the
bestie.
Tal'Darim accepted the truth of Amon's betrayal?
You just told you that he doesn't care.
Others dare not question my commands.
None wish to declare Rak'shir upon you.
Well, not right now.
No one can stand in the way of my vengeance.
Yeah, not when you got a freaking
This
fleet of my
great
guys backing you up.
We have done what we came to do. Set course for Ire, and let us bring this war to Amon.
He's tired of hanging around his own
Give me
planet.
Orders, Alarak. We will return to Ire only when I believe the time is right.
Which I do. Return to Ire.
Soon.
Return to Ire right now.
We must stand together if we are to endure.
Yeah. Alright.
Alarak has brought his ascendants into our fold. They are fierce, but strong.
Oh, it looks like capital ships will be above assault ship because of the weird order in which we unlock things. Who is the new Dark Archon Sonic Warrior? New Sonic Warrior is the Ascendant.
Vengeance for the betrayed.
Through Rak'shir, the Tal'Darim climbed the chain of ascension. Years of absorbing Terrazine and the essence of their supplicants have made these Ascendants powerful indeed. Abilities. Psionic Orb damages enemies in its path. Mind blasts an enemy for unit for high damage. Sacrifices a nearby unit's life for energy. Nope. If you're really good at the game, apparently how you're supposed to beat the mission I just struggled so hard with is Dark Archon Mind Control. Just wait for carriers and colossi to come and grab them and use Mind Control. Thing is, you need a fairly large group of these guys to do that. Like, you can't just have one or two that you're doing, because their energy replenishes so slowly. But at the same time, they're super freaking powerful if you use them right. And unlike the Dark Archons of Brood War or Starcraft, you don't have to build two Dark Templar and combine them into a Dark Archon. You just build a Dark Archon directly, and they actually have an attack. Like they're kind of like combat-wise, they're a weak version of the Archon. So Archons are powerful sonic attackers that can attack ground and air units and deal bonus damage. These guys attack ground and air units, but they don't. They just have lower combat stats, but they fight like Archons, but with these spells. So I probably should have used them last time. Maybe I'll find a mission to use them on in the future. Maybe I'll try to use them to cheese the last mission. I don't know. Anyway, I know it didn't work out that good, but I still feel like having a mostly robot army with that repair beam is probably a good idea. I like the mothership, even if I had a hard time using it there. I don't know that we've come across anything that would make me want to switch.
Artanis, you should know my fear of the Tal'Darim is not of the now, but what becomes of them if Amon is defeated.
Well, that's easy. Let's just not defeat Amon.
With our society.
They share our blood, but they are not like us. You know in your heart that may never change.
Oh, yeah.
It is true. A great battle may loom on the horizon ahead of us, but it's a risk we must take.
Besides, Terrence will help us murder them.
The dawn of a unified Protoss requires much. Like the threads of a cloth, we must come together and be stronger because of it.
Cloth is stronger than thread. Got it.
Culture influencing us, changing us.
Yes, we will be changed. And perhaps that is what you fear more than battle.
Hey man, get out of my head!
It is uncharted, matriarch.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, it's all about the Disneyfication of culture. It's all about everyone, all culture being purchased by one big company that's run by Artanis.
Rohana, before you freed yourself from the Kalla's grip, did you see anything
Oh, so
else?
now you want me to tell you about the things I saw. Now you want the benefits I was giving you before you made me cut my nerve cords.
They felt an absence within the void itself. They discovered Amon and his followers at Xeris, and a war among the gods erupted. Amon unleashed the swarm.
Much like Liam Neeson unleashed the Kraken.
Consumed the Zelnaga.
Only a fraction remained within Ulnar. In the final confrontation, Amon was felled, but he was not defeated.
I guess the Zelnog aren't really that good at combat if they got their butts kicked by one of their own, plus the Zerg, whom the Protoss have generally been able to handle.
Seeking a body to sustain his master.
The hybrid.
A stepping stone towards the host body he now forges upon.
Yeah, I think
fire.
they could do to tell us a little bit more about Nerud. He seems to be a more interesting character than Amon.
Rohana, and he can be defeated again.
That's right, biatch. And the Solar Knight, what we're all really here for. Let's allocate that. Alright, so you saw Solar Bombardment. It's a pain. I wasn't using it very well, probably, but still. Temporal Field, I probably should have used more than I did, but... Get rid of Orbital Bombardment. It served us very well right at the very end there, but still, not great. And honestly, with that, keep Purification Beam going. Go with Shield Overcharge. I can get Orbital Assimilator back. Time Stop is just really powerful, but I'm not very good at the game, so I need these crutches. Unless I really want Solar Lance back. Oh wait, I can get Solar Lance back. So actually, I think Temporal Field might be just as good. Nah, let's go Solar Lance. I'm more likely to remember it, or it just feels right to use somehow. So with Chrono Surge for upgrades, Solar Lance, Orbital Assimilator, which is my real favorite, because Warp Harmonization would have helped me there. I would have been getting those flyers faster, but the thing is I was always out of Vespene. Deploy Phoenix is more useful than I thought it would be in the one mission where I used it, but I think Shield Overcharge. Has Recall saved my ass a couple times there, though, and it's free. But, nah, I think I'm going to go with this setup.
Can we trust Amon's former allies?
Amon's mighty servant.
The Keystone is quite
No, dude.
dangerous at this moment, Hierarch. I would keep your distance for now. Do not worry, Hierarch. The Keystone is empty. It would be unwise to begin new tests with life forms present.
Sure.
Do not think what has happened here will spare Alarak from my watchful eye.
Did I say something
I did
about
not
that?
expect it to.
What the hell, man?
If he dares to betray us or takes any action against you, I promise his blood will coat these corridors.
Cool.
Good. That is what I am counting on.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're clear. Alright. Throw down a save. Curious what could be next.
So many lost.
Oh.
So much destruction. But there is a glimmer of hope. We will destroy Amon's host body and cast him from the Kala. The Templar shall make our final stand. For ire.
And Taro Ire? No, wait. You say 4 Ire. So Ire is a Protoss homeworld, although it has a population of 5 billion Zerg. Its orbital period is 1 cycle. Because, yeah, I guess it would make sense. They would measure things in terms of Ire's orbit around its sun. But, no, we just had this thing with, like, I tire of this. I, Alarak, tire of this. Why do we not travel now to Ire to destroy Amon? And you're like, hey, we go to Ire when I say we go to Ire. Okay, let's go to Ire. Alright, guys. Yeah, that was a bit of a mess. But, I don't know, man. I guess I was never expecting Legacy of the Void to be easy. There's only one, there's the Nova Covert Ops Special Mission pack after this that I could play, which is supposed to be even harder. But, yeah, I just feel like I can't quite find normal is too easy, hard is, like, often too hard. I need something between. I need, like, a little bit harder than normal difficulty. But at any rate, we're getting it done, and I hope to stick around for next time. Bye-bye.